Okay, so this reading is going to cover how your person is currently feeling about you in this connection at this very moment. Um, this is going to be like a naked truth. And I'm starting off with the naked truth deck. Now, the first card that came out in this deck is this card that says, "The grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool." So this person was forced to see the reality of the choices that they made. And at one point, they truly believed that walking away from you, entertaining another situation, or keeping themselves emotionally unavailable was the better option for them. But now they're realizing that what you two shared was actually rare. And they're currently thinking very hard about the way they treated you. It's like they're replaying conversations. They're thinking about the actions they took. They're thinking about how they avoided something. This could be avoiding you or avoiding some type of truth. This is someone who is also thinking about the games they played, the inconsistency, and the emotional confusion they caused. They feel embarrassed by their behavior. And they also feel foolish because whatever situation they chose over you, it didn't fulfill them emotionally the way they expected it to. This is also someone who is now understanding that temporary comfort and a genuine emotional connection is two completely different things. This card definitely shows like regret, disappointment within themselves, and also emotional dissatisfaction. It's like they're realizing that what they had with you carried real feelings attached to it. And they feel like they mishandled that. Okay, so now the next card that came out is this telepathic communication card. This is someone who thinks about you constantly, even when they're not trying to. It's like you stay on their mind, and it feels like someone who randomly thinks about you throughout the day, and they're hearing songs that remind them of you. Um, they're also replaying different memories they've shared with you. And it's also a strong emotional pull toward you that they're feeling with this telepathic communication. It's like they're currently wondering if you can still feel them energetically too. This is someone who also is like emotionally longing for you. And it feels like they communicate with you more in their head and in spirit than they do in the physical world. And they may hold back from actually like reaching out to you, but internally, this is someone who has full conversations with you all the time. Okay, now the next card that came out is the card that says, "Yes, I was cheating." This card is definitely like exposing this person's unhealthy patterns and emotional immaturity. It's like they're now realizing that they were living in distorted energy when they encountered you. Whether they were cheating emotionally, physically, entertaining multiple people, or just keeping themselves tied to unhealthy dynamics, they now understand that they were not approaching love from a healthy place. And they're currently thinking, I hurt someone genuine because I was still operating from selfishness, confusion, and unhealed wounds. This is someone who is also realizing that They tried to treat you like every other situation they had experienced before you. And they honestly thought they could keep one foot in another connection while still having access to you emotionally. But whoever you are, you did not allow that. And that changed them. This card shows it also shows like shame, emotional conflict, guilt. It's like they're realizing that their actions had consequences. And they're also seeing that the unhealthy behavior they thought was normal in other relationships could not survive in a connection with you because your energy forced them to face everything they always avoided. Okay, now the next card that came out, this card says, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. So it's like whatever they did to you, it hurt them in ways that they didn't expect it to. It's like they're deeply in their head about what they did to you. And they're wondering if they still have a place in your heart or if they ruined the connection permanently. This is someone who is also wondering, have you moved on? Are you talking to someone else? Do you still care? And they're wondering if you've moved on emotionally from them. It's like they've been experiencing a lot of emotional pain because of how they treated you. Okay, now the next card that came out is the card that says, truth is, I'm in love with you. This person is finally understanding that what they feel for you goes far beyond attraction, ego, convenience, and temporary emotions. It's like they're also shocked by how intense their emotions are for you as well. Because this connection forced them to feel vulnerable in ways that they're just not used to. And they may have tried to deny their feelings, like at first. They just wanted to erase them, they didn't want to face them. It's like they just wanted to avoid them completely. But those emotions only became stronger over time. And this card also shows that they have emotionally surrendered to this connection. And they genuinely love whoever you are. They feel emotionally attached to you in a way they cannot easily distract themselves from anymore. Especially if they try to distract themselves from the way that they feel about you in the past. Okay, now the last card that came out is this card that says, I have abandonment issues. I grew up in a single parent household. I had a rough childhood. This definitely explains like the root behind their behavior, why they treated you the way that they treated you. It's like they're now realizing that many of the unhealthy choices they made, it came from fear, emotional instability, also emotional survival habits, and unresolved childhood wounds. This is someone who often struggled with vulnerability. And if you were someone being vulnerable at that time, they didn't know how to match your energy. And that could have genuinely, it, that could, they feel like You were being genuine, and it hurt you not being able to match their energy. You didn't understand why they were treating you the way that they treated you. This is someone who dealt with emotional inconsistency. They also had trust issues. And it's like deep down, this is someone who actually feared being rejected, being abandoned, and just not being enough for you. And instead of facing those emotions directly, they just ran from them. They sabotaged the connection, and they continued to seek validation in unhealthy ways through unhealthy connections. But as I say, whoever you are, you triggered something different in them. You made them feel emotionally safe while also forcing them to confront parts of themselves that they always avoided. And they've been heavily thinking, why did I hurt the person who genuinely cared about me? They feel like you're someone who genuinely cared about them. And I feel like they're understanding that the connection that you two share was supposed to help them heal unresolved pain that they've been carrying for a long time. Now, the overall energy on the bottom of this spread is this karmic partner interference card. So they were definitely in a karmic cycle, attached to a karmic partner. And this shows that they encountered you. When they encountered you, they were like already emotionally entangled in a karmic situation they hadn't fully learned from yet. So it's like they were trapped in a karmic lesson that they were unaware of. And that connection was rooted in lessons around self worth, unhealthy attachments, abandonment issues, trust issues, and also unhealthy definitions of love. And it's like instead of being fully available for something real and emotionally grounded with you, they were still stuck repeating cycles they were always meant to outgrow. And because of that, they misunderstood what they had with you at the time. It's like they were still operating from a place of emotional survival. This is someone who, whatever connection this is that they were in, them operating from a place of emotional survival, this is like where they were being needed. It felt like love and familiarity. It felt safer than facing their emotional truth. And this karmic connection they stayed attached to was not at all fulfilling to them. It was only reflecting their unhealed patterns back to them. And if they were emotionally immature, they didn't understand why. They felt like they were going through the same thing over and over again. But now they see the difference. It's like that karmic situation didn't give them clarity or peace. It was always meant to teach them lessons. And those lessons are now opening their eyes to the depth, the honesty, and emotional authenticity you brought into their life. It's like they're realizing what real love actually feels like and what they overlooked while still learning those karmic lessons. Okay, so I got one more deck that I'm going to use and then I'll be right back. Okay, now this next deck I pulled from is the Tarot Grand Lux Oracle deck. The first card that came out is the Six of Coins. They're currently thinking about balance in the connection. It's like they're starting to realize there was a lot of imbalance in effort. And as I mentioned in the last deck, if you were being vulnerable, they just didn't know how to. It's like they avoided vulnerability at all costs because of things that was unresolved that they hadn't healed from, that they had experienced before encountering you, and things that they were still dealing with as well or caught up in, and they didn't understand why. But they want to match your effort. This is someone who also wants to show emotional consistency. It's like now they're realizing where there was no equal give and take. And it's making them regret how they showed up in the past. Okay, now the next card that came out is the Nine of Cups. Despite everything, they still feel emotionally satisfied by you. It's like you're their true wish fulfillment. And they view you as someone who made them feel seen, wanted, and emotionally fulfilled in ways they've never experienced before. I feel like at the time they just didn't know how to fully appreciate it or hold on to it properly because they didn't understand the depth of what they were receiving. Okay, now the next card that came out is the Six of Cups. This is tying back to the telepathic communication card, that deep emotional longing. This is someone who misses you a lot, and they're thinking about the connection more than you know. They're thinking about all of the memories and the way things felt in the beginning of the connection. They miss the emotional innocence of what you two shared with this Six of Cups being here. Now, the next card that came out is the Four of Swords. They've been spending a lot of time in solitude, taking a necessary mental and emotional time out. This is someone who has been resting, recharging, but at the same time, they have been heavy in their feelings about this connection, trying to process everything internally and make sense of everything that has happened. This is also someone who is a very private person. So they're not expressing themselves to anyone with the Four of Swords being here. Okay, now the next card that came out is the Eight of Coins. This is self-improvement. This is something that they're also focused on. This could be work or them just trying to build stability in their life. But I feel like overall, they're focused on bettering themselves, and they're not the same person they used to be, with the Eight of Coins being here. Okay, now the next card that came out is the Eight of Wands. This is the communication card. It's like even though you and them are not in communication, they often have sudden, intense emotional waves when it comes to you. And they just start missing you out of nowhere. And they get this heavy urge to break the silence and reach out to you and say something. Yeah, with Now, the next card that came out is the Ten of Coins. When they think about you, their mind immediately goes to the bigger picture, building long term stability and a solid future with you. This person wants to create a connection that actually lasts. Yeah, so when they think about you, I'm hearing when they think about building a life, they're thinking about building it with you. With the Ten of Coins being here. Okay, now the last card that came out is the King of Cups. This is someone who is currently holding space for you in their heart. They've matured emotionally and they have a huge amount of genuine love, affection, and care for you, but they're choosing to keep those emotions contained for now. Instead of like acting impulsively or rushing in too quick, they want to express exactly how they feel, but they want to do it when the time is right. Okay, now the overall energy is the Knight of Wands. With the overall energy being the Knight of Wands, this person is ready to burst into action and move toward you. It's like they're dealing with a fire inside of them that is driven by raw passion, attraction, and an urgent desire to end the distance between you two. They're also completely fueled by the excitement of this connection. With the Knight of Wands being here. Okay, so I feel like the overall message for this reading is that the bottom line is this person values you deeply and sees a genuine long term future with you. But they are currently keeping those feelings behind closed doors while they clear their head. And even through silence, their internal world is moving quickly. And they're constantly flooded with memories of you, attraction for you. And they are fighting a restless, impulsive to break the silence and reach out to you.